So today we're going to unpack a few super common mistakes that I see founders making in their sales calls that is keeping them from being able to sell high ticket or honestly make sales at all. So we're going to unpack the top 3 mistakes that I see people making, starting with the absolute worst, discovery. So many people get on the phone and they focus on, if you are pitching somebody without an understanding of their current reality, without an understanding of what's going on for them, and you're just talking about how great you are and your service and what it can do for them, you're not going to make that sale. So what you need to do instead is break down and ask questions and get a really, really good understanding of exactly where this person is coming from, what their desires are, what the problems are that they're experiencing, how this is affecting their life. And ultimately, when you're coming through this discovery process with a prospect, what you need to do is really get them to admit to you why they need your help, because this is going to place you in a position of power. It's going to make it easier for you to control the frame of that sales conversation, and you're going to be able to cater your pitch when it is the appropriate time to exactly what this client is needing, so that you can close them in a really integrity-led way and make sure that you're bringing them into an offer that is perfect. So discovery is so important. Get this step, or if you only ask a few questions, you're going to have all of the data and information that you need to really make an informed pitch when it comes time to do that for this client that you're having a conversation. Mistake number 2 is that you are talking too much. When it comes to sales, the best advice that I can give you is to shut up. Stop talking so much and let the prospect tell you what they need. You need to ask questions, and then you need to be quiet and listen to what they're telling you. Instead of thinking about what it is that you're going to say next or how you can leverage that in your pitch, listen. People can tell when you're truly listening to them, and when you let them talk and let them continue to give you information, you are going to have so much that you're able to use to leverage creating a pitch that is going to be perfect for this client. But if you keep talking and you keep telling them about how great you are, no one is going to want to buy from you. So make sure that you're asking super open-ended questions, not yes or no. Make sure that you're giving them the space and helping them to feel comfortable enough to open up to you about what it is that they're going through, what they're struggling with, and ultimately what they need. Make sure that you are summarizing their statements as well and reflecting back to them using the exact same words that they used to you to summarize what it is that they're going through and show that you're really listening to them and understanding. If you listen more than you talk and you learn what really matters to that person, you can position your product or service as the perfect solution to their specific issues. So it's going to give you so much power and control in that sales conversation in a really positive way. The third mistake that I see people making, and this is a big one, is acting like somebody punched you in the face when you get an objection. Don't just drop dead when somebody gives you a no, or they give you an objection or a smoke screen, okay? Leverage that as a conversation starter rather than taking it as a no. Ask questions, seek to understand, and make sure that you're actually isolating and making sure that that is the real objection before you try to handle it. Because if you keep yakking on and talking and trying to overcome an objection that isn't even the real thing that's coming up in their mind, you're not going to get anywhere and you're not going to make a sale. Ultimately, having a effective and impactful sales conversation comes down to knowing how to ask the right questions, knowing how to listen and get your prospect to open up to you, and really understanding what it is that you need to know from them to be able to craft a pitch that's effective. If you cow down, lose control of the frame, act like somebody punched you when you get an objection, and you don't ask enough questions, you're going to have a lot of problems closing sales. A sales conversation should not be a coaching session. It should not be a discovery call or an info session. This is for you to ensure that they are the perfect fit and to bring them through your sales process. But if you don't ask the right questions and you don't make that connection with them, you're not going to make a sale. Hopefully this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, of course, never hesitate to leave them in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel, and of course, my DMs are always open. So if you want to chat about anything, this or related to anything else, never hesitate to reach out. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next video.